That was amazing.
Hi guys, we are live. We've just had semi-final 2 of Eurovision 2025 and I think it's been another shocker of a semi-final, just like semi-final 1. We have Rai Bailey in the chat, Australia out. Yes, that was a big shocker, at least for me. But Sarah and Fred, what did you think of semi-final 2 in general?
I think overall it was a better semi-final. It was a better selection of songs, but because of that, obviously there were lots of good songs fighting for those 10 places, and somebody had to miss out.
Yeah, Sarah, what did you think of the show?
I thought it was a really good show. All my favorites of this year were in semifinal 1, so for me this was the weaker semifinal actually.
Okay.
But I really enjoyed the show. There were some great songs, obviously, and yeah, it's like Fred said, somebody had to miss out on the final, and I'm shocked.
Yeah, I feel like Australia is this semi-finals Belgium.
Yeah.
So sad times. But we have more people in the chat. We have Andy Voyager saying Australia no.
Hi.
We have Emily Freeman saying Sissal made it. Vitan Tran, you cried when Sissal made it. I mean, Sissal's qualification got a huge reaction in the media centre, probably the biggest reaction from qualifier. Dominic, you're saying bravo Katasi, congrats Lithuania, bravo Latvia, beautiful art performance.
I'm so happy
congrats
for Latvia.
Greece. What did you think of the show, Ibrahim?
I loved it, honestly. I loved how Hazel is like unhinged.
Mm-hmm.
I loved the jokes as well. It's very sassy and yeah, like it has something. It's like with lots of good intentions, but I'm happy because there was like some people that were thinking Switzerland can not be funny, and I think we proved everybody wrong. So
Yeah.
I'm glad.
It's been a great show, but maybe let's talk about some of the performances that we saw tonight. Opening the show, of course, was Australia, who sadly didn't qualify. Where do you think it went wrong for Australia? Did you have them down as a qualifier?
I had them.
Yes,
Yeah.
I had them down as a qualifier as well. I think the overall performance was a bit sort of one note. Hello. They didn't bring a lot of the sort of zaniness like they had in the video, and it was they didn't have many dancers on stage as well. So I mean, the blender was really the only thing about the performance apart from the costume changes and him losing his top. But it wouldn't be Eurovision if somebody didn't lose their top. So, but yeah, I think it's a shame, but I must say after the performance, I felt a little underwhelmed about Australia.
Yeah, Sarah, what did you think of Australia's non-qualification?
I was shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think maybe it's one of those things like everyone's thinking, oh, but they will vote for Australia because he's one of the fan favorites and it will be okay and they will qualify for sure. And that's why I'm voting for, let's say, Greece tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And then shock happened and Australia didn't qualify.
I think it might have been the same thing as Belgium with Australia.
Maybe,
Yeah.
yeah, possibly. We will never know, but I can't wait to
we'll
see
know on
these
Sunday.
semi-final results to see where Australia finished. We have Ellen Hanwright, who is Australian, just a blubbering mess over here. We're so sad that Gojo didn't qualify, but hopefully next year we will see Australia back in the final. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Bubble Pirate, you think Australia and Czechia instead of Greece and Malta? Okay. Emerald Lakes Academy, you think Ireland deserved to qualify? You didn't expect Latvia or Lithuania. Andy Voyager, you're happy for Australia and Israel, though you were thrilled by the Austrian pop opera. Frank, you think you can't believe Australia didn't make it. They were a qualifier in your eyes. Nebojsa, your country Serbia is out. Sadly, Prince did not qualify. Did you think Prince could qualify to the final?
I was on the fence. I mean,
Yeah.
in my scoring, I must say I had him down in the bottom. But actually, I think his performance actually lifted the song. So it wouldn't surprise me if he came 11th or 12th.
Yeah.
But I think he gave it his all. I think he did everything with it he could have done.
Maybe he was too early in the running order, and possibly the audience arrived late. Who knows?
He was late in the running order.
It was late, yeah.
Oh, Serbia. I meant Australia, but yes, Serbia. Yes,
Oh,
sorry.
yes.
I mean, obviously, Prince was bringing a ballad, which doesn't always go well with televoters. Do you think maybe, Sarah, there was just a disconnect with the televoters?
Yeah, I think so. But I do think the song is good, but it's not that great. And it's a ballad, and that's like 50-50 chance of winning over the televote. So there's always a risk that you take. But his vocals were very strong. I wouldn't be surprised if he came 11, 12 either, because the performance was really good. His vocals were really great, but it's just a song that is kind of in the middle.
Yeah, I think this is a song that would have benefited from juries in the semi-final.
Absolutely. I was going to say, if the juries were here, he would have been there.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I don't think it would have been like that high, but maybe like 9, 8.
Yeah.
And he would have got in.
But enough to qualify anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Going back to the chat, we have Mr. Dimati, who I do believe is Lithuanian. So congratulations to Lithuania for qualifying. I know not everybody thought this would qualify. Including Ibrahim. Did you think Lithuania would qualify? Is this a shock for you? Or are you expecting this?
I was a little bit shocked. It wasn't in my 10. I quite like the song, but it's a rock song that is almost there, but it just is just missing that little. It feels like they just need to push. Hello. They need to push a bit harder, sort of, because they've gone with the more melancholy sort of rock, which I think I didn't think was going to hit well with the audience, and I thought that if it was a bit more rocky, that it would have done sort of better. But obviously, I can be wrong.
I thought it was like too edgy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I like edgy, but like this was not my kind of edgy. But I respect the choice.
But I guess we did it. This was really the only song of this type of genre in this semi-final,
So
which
it
I
stood
think
out.
could have helped it stand out.
Yeah, they benefited from that.
Yeah, definitely. Now we have Justin joining us from Australia. Justin, how are you feeling?
You're so sad you cannot be here.
Yeah, I know. I want to be there so bad. Look, I get it. I think the staging is what let it down. It was like loading up a 5-year-old with a heap of sugar and just letting him go. There wasn't any real sort of any direction with the staging.
I think that they played very heavily on the milkshake theme with like the blender and stuff.
Yeah, maybe they should have like staged it
Yeah,
differently.
but maybe it was a bit too like on the nose, perhaps.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say, like, I am a milkshake connoisseur, but I am lactose intolerant. So
But he does offer lactose intolerant milkshake.
that is true. I should go hit him up when I'm down in Sydney next.
He caters to everyone.
There is, of course, milkshake without lactose. So
Exactly.
Yes.
But maybe now let's go back to the chat. Diana Chudova, you think Australia and Czechia were your favourite songs, but the live performances didn't stand out like you hoped.
I'm a bit surprised about Czechia, if I can be honest. Like, I don't know. Maybe he was like slightly. I've noticed like when you watch with casual viewers, they like evilly expect that somebody is like going to do a mistake, and the moment that they do the mistake, they are like, oh yes, so he's gonna lose. And maybe it was something like this, which is so sad, by the way.
Yeah, definitely. I was kind of on the fence with Czechia. Wasn't sure if it was enough to qualify. Did give me Misty vibes. Belgium last year, which sadly didn't qualify.
I thought it was better than Musi, if I can
Okay.
be honest.
I agree.
Yeah. And now, Sarah, did you think Czechia had what it took to qualify?
It was for me always kind of like in the middle, and I think the performance, it just wasn't quite right. Like something felt off about the performance, and it just didn't make sense with the I don't know. I don't think I didn't have it down as a qualifier.
Yeah. What about you, Fred?
I thought it would qualify. I must say I wasn't sure about the video, and apart from the explanation around his father, around the whole the storyline, but obviously there was a very big disconnect from the video to the staging.
Yeah.
But no, I thought it was going to do well, but sadly didn't hit right.
I mean, again, I'm going to say this is a song that could have benefited from juries. Do you think?
Potentially.
Yeah, I think so too. But guys, we've got a lot of you in the chat now. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you want to join us in the live chat, please do. Please subscribe to us. We would love to have you on board with us. And we just recently celebrated 28K, and it's all thanks to you. So let's try and next step 29K, close to 30K.
Let's do it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Let's do this. And we can't do this without you guys. I've got a lot of comments. I clicked on one, and then I'm going to try and get through as many as I can, but there is a lot. So if I don't get to your comment, I do apologize. But let's see what you are saying. Ruda Ula, you're saying you're surprised about Luxembourg, but so happy Lithuania did it. Oh my God, the best song. I'm not surprised about Luxembourg at all. What about you guys?
My favorite song by a mile. This is my.
I was sure you were gonna like it.
This is my love letter to the Eurovision Song Contest. It's Eurovision of yesteryear, and it's just I couldn't stop bopping and na 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 na.
Yeah.
I just my partner was just he was going nuts, and just like, oh, you do your thing, you do it.
Mine is like this with Spain. It's annoying.
But no, I absolutely loved Luxembourg, and I thought the way they staged it was really well done. It was really cleverly done, and yeah, it just and I don't think there was anything else like it this year, really, in that sort of style. So it stuck out for me.
Yeah, for my part, I just have issue because I speak French as a mother tongue, so I'm like, okay, shut down the brain, don't think it's French.
Yeah, but I think Luxembourg was giving one of like the best visuals in terms of their staging. Justin, were you a Luxembourg fan this year?
Going into the contest, it was kind of middle of the field for me, but then seeing the staging, I think out of the 3 songs that had sort of an interaction with the floor, that's how you do it. That was so epic. I was so in the illusion. I'm like, how are they doing this? Like, it was just, and the little throwback to France Gore, I love that they had her on the screen. It was just perfection, and what a strong comeback from Luxembourg for the last 2 years.
Oh yeah, definitely. It seems like they've got their return off to a very good start, and they're on a good trajectory. Do you think maybe if they continue building, we could see a Luxembourg win anytime soon?
Absolutely. I would go as far as to say they possibly won the show tonight.
Okay.
And I can see definite top 5 this year.
I don't think so. I think it will like at best finish top 10, but I think it will be outside the top 10 realistically.
Okay.
It will always be number 1 to me. So
that's sweet. That's sweet.
But
I'm speaking of the Eurovision ranking, not our personal.
Yes, indeed.
Maybe it's a song that just touches to us older people, Fred.
Indeed. But no, the
But
the
also
team,
young people, I'm sure, are like vibing to it. I don't think like it's like exclusive to older people at all. But
Yeah.
yeah, like it's.
But the-
I think they like tap to the right audience with the song. So yeah.
agreed,
Yeah,
agreed.
definitely.
But we know the team that obviously helped get Luxembourg back into the contest, and it's
Hmm.
it is a team of Eurovision fans,
Yeah.
Yeah.
diehard fans. So they want to do things right, and I think they're hitting all the right notes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, 100%. Now we have a question from KC9 Music. Do you think Australia was cancelled out by Finland and Malta? I didn't think of that before, but I mean, if anything, I think Finland and Malta would have cancelled each other out, being like girl bops.
I never
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah.
In
I
terms
would-
of like a song with
I'm
a
not a
gimmick,
believer of that song cancel each other. I'm not sure. I think that if they are very close in genre, maybe, but otherwise, no. But that's
I
me.
think maybe they were switched out for Armenia.
Maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, they were both male, like, pop songs, but I think they were bringing something very different to the contest. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know why Australia didn't qualify. A wild German lady appears. Great name. You're surprised Armenia and Lithuania made
Like
it.
me, I'm actually it's me. It's me. I hide myself into chat.
We have Adrian Toda. You're sad for Ireland. Now I had Ireland down as a qualifier. Let's go to you, Sarah. What did you think of Ireland?
I like Ireland. I really
Yeah.
like the sound of her voice, like the squeaky voice. I really like that. But I just, when I was watching it, I was like, are you happy to be on that stage? For me, it seemed like she was so focused on delivering
You know-
the song and on
You
performing.
know, it's funny because like in the dress rehearsals, she gave it all. She was so happy. And it's true that maybe today she was slightly below. Maybe she was tired, I guess. Like
Yeah.
us.
Maybe.
I kind of missed the enthusiasm and the really
Mm.
bold happiness that we've
Or
been
she
seeing
freaked
in
out,
interviews
you
and on
know.
the
She
carpet.
freaked out.
I mean, I don't think it helped that they just had her standing on the platform
No.
True.
and not being able to move much. But Fred, what did you think of Ireland? Did you think they could qualify?
It was a possibility because it's a bit of a bop. You sort of can't get it out of your head type aspect. I know the first time I saw it and heard it, I was like, oh my god, this is like a bad dream after eating cheese before bed. But
Okay. What kind of cheese are you eating?
well, yeah, but it's just one of those like fever dreams that you're like, what the hell was that? Yeah, it's just like, what the hell just happened? You know, that sort of thing. But no, I thought it was crazy enough that it could have gotten through, because it has that 90s Euro pop sort of feel to it.
Mhm.
But yes, I 100% I would agree on the enthusiasm tonight. It wasn't at its 10 where it needed to be.
Yeah, sadly. Ry Bailey, you wanted Ireland to go through, but the staging was a letdown. I think it was a good staging.
Yeah, me too, actually. I did not dislike the stage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I guess it wasn't meant to be. But let's go back to the chat, see what
Maybe
you're
it
all
was too
saying.
childish for the Eurovision audience as well. Like, I'm not saying it's like the most junior Eurovision song, not at all, but it can like just replace the singer, put a younger singer, and that's it basically. I mean,
Okay.
you've got the Ireland winner of junior Eurovision next year, basically.
Yeah, maybe. But let's go back to the chat. We have Van Ho Johan. All the Nordic and Baltic countries are in.
Yes.
That's incredible. But no Balkan nations, sadly,
Yeah,
in
like the Nordics,
final.
it's easy. The Baltic, I think it's more to congratulate in my sense.
And we have Krunoslav Kovalkek saying, I'm hoping Montenegro will not pull out again. Now, sadly, it wasn't enough for them to qualify. Justin, do you think maybe this will deter Montenegro from returning to the contest?
I'd hope it wouldn't. I feel like it was a good return for them. I just
Yep.
feel that the song was maybe a little bit dead on arrival. Um, this song would have been absolutely fine 4, 5, 6 years ago. I feel like the contest has moved on in the short absence that they have had. Andy,
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hello.
What a result! What a show,
Yeah.
guys! If you're watching now, please come in the live chat. Come into the live chat now, because we would love to know who is going to win Eurovision. Who do you think is going to be the winner on Saturday night? We have our finalists. Oh, Justin, I can see your little face, and I'm so sorry. I was so sure that Australia was going to go through. But guys, come into the live chat. We'd love to know who you think the winner of Eurovision 2025 is going to be, and I'm going to steal Jess.
Oh, okay. Ibrahim, can you take over?
Yes.
We'll be back.
So, guys. Yeah. So, where are we with our questions?
we were talking about Montenegro, and if this would
Yeah.
deter
My
them.
theory was that actually I don't think that like Montenegro is stupid and is saying itself, "Oh, we will never participate again because we've lost." Like, I'm sorry, but like with the selection they had, like they should be aware that it was very lackluster and that many of the songs were absolute non-qualifiers at the ESC this year. So yeah.
I think they. I think Jess made a point, and so did Justin. The contest has moved on quite a bit since they've come back, and it's gone to a much younger audience, and the type of songs they're bringing are much more older sort of audience. So
I
there's
think it
been
diversified,
definite
yeah.
Mm.
So I'm gonna take one of the questions. Two fun facts: the entire Baltic Sea coastline is qualified. Denmark all the way around to Germany, Sweden, Germany, Latvia, all singing in their own languages. That completes the same circle within 10 years. Yeah, that's a great fact, actually. What do you think, guys?
Well, the fact that all these countries are singing in their own language is again going back to the olden days of Eurovision, and it's actually really quite good to see that English isn't sort of cleansing. I think they refer to it as cultural cleansing. It's not sort of taking the soul out of each of the country's representations, that they're actually being able to sing in their own language and succeed.
Were
Yeah.
there any non-English songs that didn't qualify from Semi 2? I know Semi 1, they were all in English.
Yeah, I'm not sure now. Like, I should go and see that. But yeah, if somebody in the chat doesn't know,
Yeah, I'll have a look.
yeah, there. I think Australia was cooked going first. What do you think of that? Do you think like that the Australia going at ranking number 1 in the semi was like cost him the place? What do you think?
Me?
Yeah, for example.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I cut out for a second there. I feel like in this televote only semi-finals, I don't know actually.
I don't
think
know
it's
because
less.
it's so short, no? Like, it's not like they have 26
Yeah.
songs like in the final.
Exactly. I feel like the running order's not that big of an issue.
I mean, it worked for
I think
Iceland,
it's
so I don't think
Yeah.
that's
exactly.
really the
Yeah,
issue.
absolutely.
And semi-final 1, the last 2 performers didn't qualify. So I feel like in the semis, it's not that big of an issue as it is in the grand final. I just think it was just a matter of the staging is what I keep coming back to. It was chaotic, but not in a good way. I mean, Iceland was chaotic.
Yeah.
Did you find this as chaotic?
It had a direction that
I
it was
found the
going in.
staging was so fun when I saw it, actually.
I
I feel like
just
it
a
was
bit- Go ahead.
bright and colorful and energetic, but there wasn't a direction that the performance was going in. It was just
I agree with that.
Give him a
Like,
Red
the
Bull and send
storytelling
him
could
out on
have been better
stage.
worked out. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
started with this storyline and then they didn't finish the storyline.
Yes.
I
They
feel like
didn't want to
100%.
the
that's how
end.
it went.
Also,
Yeah.
the
I
blender
think they
didn't
did this
look like
because
a
they tried to
blender.
soften it. Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
Justin.
No, it's yeah. I for me, I think it is the staging. I feel like I don't think we're gonna come last, but I don't think we were borderline. I think we were sort of 14, 15, maybe 13.
My heart is telling me it was borderline, but it's because I liked the act so much. So, yeah.
And like I've done a complete 360 on this song. When it first came out, I was quite frankly appalled at the song. I just sort of think my comment to the group chat was, "Well, it's been fun, Europe. We'll see ourselves out now." But no, I have grown to like the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just a letdown from the staging.
Yeah, absolutely. Faith Thomas is saying, I'm so stuck for Parg, who I met via this channel, and Claudia, whose song had me in buckets. Yeah, for Parg, I mean, I like Armenia, but it's never been my favorite entry this year. Like, if we could have like spare us one song of that semi, for me it would have been Armenia, which is a shocker because I like hate a final without Armenia. Sounds weird, honestly. And for Claudia, I like screamed the hell out of my lungs in that press center. I was so happy, guys. It was so nice. She really, for me, it really deserved it. But I'm curious about what do you think, guys?
Same. I was so scared that, and this is gonna sound really cruel, but I was so scared Australia was going to get it and not Greece, and then Greece was getting it, and I was so happy because I don't know, I just didn't see it coming anymore, and I was like, I accepted the defeat, kind of like, and then Greece was mentioned, and I was like, yeah, I'm so happy. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
really is just stunning.
when it came down to those last couple of songs, there were quite a few that we expected to qualify, and my partner's favorite was Greece, and I was like, well, what about Greece? And like, oh well, against all of that, we're not sure. Da 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 da. And I was like, and then they announced he was very happy, but no, she deserved to qualify. The vocal was brilliant, absolutely spot
Yeah.
on.
And you know, I think it's the proof that maybe the televote is not always like rooting for the thing that is on the face and boppy and stuff. Like, sometimes they do appreciate high art, and I think that's what really, like, I was amazed from the staging when we saw it at the first dress rehearsal, and we didn't even see like when the woman is coming and doing like an interaction with Claudia. So yeah, very happy about this. I'm gonna take another question. On that, Rashko is saying, "I'm sorry, but Ireland singing a song about this poor dog suffering in space was stupid and inappropriate. Well-deserved non-qualifier." This is a little bit mean, I guess, but I was not a fan that we sing about a dog that the Soviets sent to space. Like, that's true, but I don't know. Like, it's at the era of TikTok and social network, it's appealing. And I mean, Eurovision is also a family show. There is families looking, so that's a bit surprising actually, because I was. First, when the song came out in Ireland, I was like, this is not qualifying, which came out true tonight. But while seeing the rehearsal, I was like, no, this is like taking the place, I don't know, of something else. So, yeah.
I mean, it might not connect with everyone, but not every song has to have a deep meaning or
No,
things along those
exactly.
lines. I was like, Estonia, is there a deep meaning in Estonia's
No,
song this
not a
year?
single one.
No, I don't think so. So I take the point that it is a bit of a silly concept to a song, but actually I thought it worked. It was silly, but overall as a song, it's one of those secret pleasures I enjoy listening to on the playlist. So
Yeah, it's also one of my guilty pleasure, absolutely. But I mean, it's like cheesy Europop, and who doesn't love this at Eurovision?
Absolutely.
I mean, we love that, so yeah, we won't be here otherwise.
I also feel like coming off the back of Bambi Thug last year, it felt like
It's
a
hard.
downgrade.
It's shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Removing last year from it, I started to appreciate the song more and more. It just never really left the ground once rehearsal started.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it was just a
Ireland
bit
really
flat.
has to revamp this like national final. It's like enough in this very small studio that is like, I don't know, 20 quadratic meters. I don't know. It's so small, honestly.
It's their late show, so it's
Yeah, I love the late show, but like just do it somewhere else.
yeah.
Yeah, and see, there is lots of questions. So, Rude Ula says, "I'm really surprised what you are talking about Luxembourg. Her vocal was totally off." I mean, it's not my favorite song. I just spoke that I like have to disconnect my basically my mother tongue from my brain to be able to appreciate it fully. But like, I won't say this. Her vocals were not off, honestly. So, yeah. But there is other question in the chat. Jason Green, did anyone have any trouble voting tonight? So my votes from Australia were blocked and vote wasn't registered. Oh, that's weird. It's an issue we're not aware of.
Well, I must say in the UK, always in the UK, it's always very difficult to vote because you've got such a volume of people trying to vote. So when I was trying to vote for Luxembourg, I had to ring like 10 times to get 2 votes in. So it does happen in countries where lots of people are voting.
Yeah, in big countries, like, because I'm from a small country, and for me it's like, what, where? Yeah. So Rai Bailey is saying, I think Jessie jinxed Australia. Absolutely. Where is that naughty girl, by the way?
Probably hanging out on the fence.
Australia was too much for me, too much information. Yeah, that's possible. I can see this. CS Sutlin, all my free votes for Latvia went in whoop whoop. Latvia is gorgeous. Yeah, let's talk about Latvia, guys, because like this is basically art for me. It's so stunning. It's so, I don't know, it's very research in my opinion. They look like half goddesses, half nymphs on that stage. It's just, I love the storytelling. I love what they did, and of course, I'm a little bit biased because Tau Tomatoes is a group that I follow since a few years back. But I never thought that they would like do Eurovision, honestly. So I'm thrilled. What do you think?
I am so happy that they got through. My housemate, actually, who doesn't follow Eurovision, got up this morning and his favorite was Latvia and actually voted 6 times or whatever it was for them. What it takes me to is, do you guys remember Zulia from Poland in 2019? It was giving me those kind of vibes. I'm so happy that it was able to qualify. Yeah, it's just such a beautiful performance and a beautiful song.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a disconnect for me. I was a little shocked over, but I know there were a lot of people talking about Latvia. It wasn't my favorite coming into the contest, but the staging, it was lovely. I must say, when I saw them in their costumes, I thought, not knowing massively about what the song was about, I knew that it was like fairy themed, but I thought they looked more like sirens, and it looked a bit scary
they are
to
nymphs.
me.
They're like river nymphs. Yeah.
But no, I mean, they delivered obviously on the evening, but it wasn't my favorite. But well done them.
Yes, well done, Latvia. There is a very fun question from Stefan Diva Scholtens, maybe from Germany, who knows? Let's talk about all the costume changes this evening. Who did the best? Australia.
No, well, I think Australia's costume changes were obvious because they you were being put into a blender, and obviously it was a very sort of on the nose type costume change. I quite liked Luxembourg because I didn't expect it, not seeing the live performance. But there were so many costume changes this evening. Malta, I expected Malta to do a costume change, but I didn't know when it was going to happen. But yeah, there were costume changes throughout. Georgia, Greece. Yes, again, Greece surprised me with her costume change. I didn't expect it.
So beautiful.
And then, because obviously the screen went white and then she went white. And I was like, whoa, where did that happen? But yes, so it's the shock costume changes, I think, that work better than the more obvious ones where people are ripping clothes off of you type
because
aspect.
there is such a strong storytelling behind, like black, white, from bad to good, evil, good, etc. So I loved it. Yeah,
It was stunning.
exactly. So let's talk about this, because I'm from the place where fondue is born. So Erika eating cheese fondue was so porn. I mean, it's very funny, but I have to say, like, she did not eat it correctly. But it's true, like, you can't like lose your if you lose your bread in the casserole, you usually you have to drink. You don't have to run naked, as Hazel said. I think she was like maybe half fantasizing about Erika, honestly. But yeah, another question. Yes, a silver snowstorm was also surprised. Armenia was going through. I was, honestly, because it's just not my kind of song. What do you think, guys, about Armenia?
I thought the staging and the way it was presented lent itself very well. The whole sort of echoing of movements, the way they used the treadmill and the staging, I thought really brought the song to life. It wasn't my favorite song by a long shot, but they used the presentation really, really well, and obviously that's why they've gotten through.
Yeah. More questions.
I was looking at Armenia and Serbia. I ended up Serbia over Armenia.
I would have also like changed both, honestly, if I could.
Well, definitely the quality of song and the quality of singing would have been.
Oh, I don't know who's there. Maybe I'm gonna take you with me, guys.
That was a very loud cheer.
Yeah, very loud. Who is it?
I'm trying to see. Oh, it's Sissal.
Ah, well done.
Yeah,
again,
so we don't see much, and
one of my guilty pleasures this year. I love Denmark, and I'm so happy that they finally qualified after being non-qualifying for so long.
It's not even a guilty pleasure for me. It's just straight up pleasure. I just love her energy. I love her vibe. I want to be besties with her.
Yeah, me too. We all want to. I think that's why she came. Like,
what happened?
Sissal was there, so I like ran to show the people, and oh mate, Jess is back.
I'm back, guys. I'm sad I missed Sissal though. I love Sissal.
Yeah, you missed a lot actually.
Okay.
No, it's a joke.
How's it going?
Fine, very fine.
Okay. Sorry, what are we talking about?
Well, obviously there was a very loud cheer, obviously in the press center, so we went to check it out basically, but we were just reading comments. And responding.
Let's go back to reading comments then. There's a lot of comments, guys. I'm trying to get through as many as I can. Be Noble, you're saying you can't believe we got Denmark, Armenia, Lithuania, and Latvia. Incredible scenes. Krunoslav Kovacek, you're saying it's interesting that Malta and Finland didn't cancel each other out.
That's just delusion.
I thought they would.
No.
Because they were like a similar-ish female pop. with like a similar message, would you say? Fred, you're like nodding.
No, I disagree.
No, I don't agree with this because
Same.
although they both touch on the sexual side, they're very different types of song. So I think they're actually for two very different audiences.
I
So
agree.
I don't see those songs canceling each other out.
Okay, Sarah,
I
what
think
do you
exactly the
think on
same.
this topic?
I didn't see them cancel each other out. Who is it now?
I think Sissal's still there.
Still Sissal.
Yeah.
I don't think they would have canceled each other out. I didn't see why. They're very different songs. Like one is very more on the poppy side, and Erika is obviously more on the rock side, of course. So no, I think they wouldn't have canceled each other out in any scenario.
Okay, interesting to
Same.
know. Let's go back to the chats. Voodoo Bacon, cool name.
Yes,
You're
indeed.
asking, how do you think the qualifiers UK, Germany, and France performed? So
Well,
maybe let's
decent.
start with the UK. What did you think of Remember Monday's staging? Because it's quite different to what we have from this year's contestants.
Yes. Well, I reside in the UK, so does Jess. So I was a little bit disappointed by the staging. It's obviously it's a sort of a dressing room mirror and a fallen chandelier. I think they could have used the BBC's budget a bit better, if I'm honest.
Okay.
I think they could have had a bit more fun with the song, based on what the storyline's about. You know, a night where loads of stuff has happened. And waking up to find a new tattoo or someone in your bed or, you know, something along those. I think they could have had a bit more fun with it rather than what we got. I mean, the girls can sing, which is great. But I don't know if they played to potentially its core where they could have gone with it. I don't know. From the non-UK people, what did you think of the UK?
I really like the chandelier.
Okay.
I thought it was really cool, and their singing is really good. The song for me is kind of all over the place, but that's just my personal opinion. But I really liked the staging and their performance. It was really good. I don't think it's going to be top 10, but we will see.
Rumor has it that this chandelier was actually one of James Newman's trumpets turned upside down.
Don't remind me. I am still haunted by those polystyrene trumpets.
Look, there's no doubt the girls have talent. They know how to sing. They can harmonize. The staging for me was a letdown. It was, I don't know. I also kind of feel like for the casual observer, you know, the person who's only going to tune in just for the grand final, it's a hard song to follow melodically. And I wonder if that's going to be a disadvantage to them for that person who's only watching that for the first time. But I do like the song.
I mean, for me, I'm like, the staging on its own is good, but it doesn't fully match the song. And maybe if they'd made it more similar to the music video, like Fred said, with this "what happened last night" kind of vibe, it maybe would have worked better. And I'm assuming that's still Sissal.
He'll be there for hours.
So that's basically what's happening there.
Oh,
I don't know if you see.
Even though Andy's not here, apparently he's the ultimate daddy, so I will pass the message on to him.
We'll give you his give us your contact and we'll like communicate it to Andy.
But you know, he could be a daddy because somebody in our live chat yesterday did wonder whether Andy was my dad and whether I was his daughter. So maybe he could be a daddy. You never know.
Exactly.
Speaking of Denmark, Denmark qualified. I'm so happy. I think a lot of people are happy. Alex, you're disappointed with Czechia not making it. You don't think they're going to come back. Do you think this could mean a withdrawal for Czechia? Because it's 2 years in a row now, I think they haven't qualified. Or do you think...
I don't see that happening.
Pardon?
I can't see that happening.
No.
I think they possibly need to have a look at what they need to do. But I feel like both years have been sort of not undeserved non-qualifications, but
Yeah.
I feel like maybe this year they were just out.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously, you know, with, for example, like, you know, if we talk of maybe the Netherlands, they had national finals, they were not qualifying, they switched to an internal selection and were doing like amazingly well. So maybe they just need to like rethink their strategy and like do things different, and maybe that will help. But hopefully we still see Czechia in the contest. We have Adrian Toda saying you have 2 dreams, and those dreams are either Tirana or Riga 2026. Now, I have seen a lot of people touting Albania as a surprise winner. Do you think that could happen, realistically speaking?
No.
No?
Plus, I told yesterday already, like they don't even have the venue to organize it for now. Like if Albania wants to organize, I think it's exactly this. It's between Finland, Switzerland, and what was the other one? You went a little bit before me.
The other one, Riga.
No, not that. Like the 3 countries there: Finland, Austria, and Switzerland. Yeah, I think it's like Finland, Switzerland more than Austria at this point. I'm so sorry for JJ, by the way, because when we saw at the rehearsal, like it was even worse at the rehearsal, the staging, because they took the camera, like they stayed more stable, but during the dress rehearsal, the camera was like doing like this. It was like just crazy. And it made me think about the staging of Oli Alexander. That too, the camera was doing like, I don't know, it's like, hey, cameraman, were you like in an asylum and you just escape or what? So, and I don't mean it in a bad way. It's just that it was too much. And it doesn't make the song beautiful. It makes the song stressful. And
Chaotic.
You don't want to be stressed. You want to enjoy the song. So that's my issue.
Just going back to Albania, I feel like I can't see it as a winner, but I do feel this could be Albania's best ever result.
Oh,
I
yeah,
am sure it
sure.
will be
Yeah,
Albania's best result.
I mean, Andy was saying to me in semi-final 1, he thinks Albania could win the jury vote, possibly.
No.
I think they will do well with both jury and televote. I could see them top 10, I think, in the final. Fred, you seem a little bit confused.
No, I mean, it's... it definitely has an audience. I'll give it that. And she performs well. And he comes in for his 2 seconds and delivers his bit. But I don't know. I think it definitely creates an atmosphere and it hits well. But again, I don't think it's going to be one of those songs that you will necessarily remember throughout. And again, it depends on where they perform, obviously in the finals, because obviously you got 26 songs. So
yeah, we should get like, at least if they have produced shows first half, second half, like shortly during the evening. It's like a little bit unclear.
Yeah, but we shall see. Just 2 days time, we will know the final results of Eurovision 2025. We have another question from Krunoslav. Could we have a shock winner this year?
Yes, Switzerland.
Do you think that would be a shock, though?
It would have been a shock, like if you took 1 week ago, because nobody was counting on it, like in that way.
Fair enough. Sarah, I'm going to come to you. Do you think we're going to have a shock winner or a more expected winner this year?
I think there will be a more expected winner this year.
Which is?
Sweden.
Okay.
I don't feel it anymore for Sweden. Like, I don't know.
I still think Sweden are in contention to win. I think they're going to be a hit with the televoters. And if Melfest is anything to go by, they were second in the juries.
No.
So,
I know it, but I don't think that the juries of Melfest are the same. First, it won't transpose, I guess. Like that's
See, I feel
also
like
the issue why people like were thinking Finland could not win because she missed the juries. But I mean, in Finland, the jury chose like Sara Pakala a few years ago, and she didn't even made it to the contest. So yeah, that tells, in my opinion, a lot.
yeah, but Fred, I know you're a big Sweden and Melfest fan. Do you think Kai have what it takes to bring the trophy home again?
That 100%. They deliver well on stage. They can sing. It's a performance. It tells the story. It is a bit of a bop. Again, it's one of those things that if you hear it, it gets stuck in your head.
Yes.
And that's all you need when it comes to voting. Obviously, from a jury perspective, whether they decide that it's musically deserves to win, that's down for them to decide. But
Yeah.
yeah, they did well with the juries in Melfest. So it I don't know. I think it would be top 10 in juries. Obviously, I personally think it would do better in the televote than it would do in the
Yeah,
juries.
definitely.
I'm sure of this.
But
Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it will like slay with the juries.
but I think it will be at least a top 5 finish for them.
Oh yeah, I think so
Yeah,
too.
yeah, I do
So-
believe in the top 5.
Yeah. Now, obviously, Kai are from Finland originally. We have another Finnish act that's a huge favourite to win, Erika Vikman. Do you think Erika can realistically win Eurovision?
Yes,
I am convinced she's winning, but
I'm almost convinced she's winning
not
as well.
everyone else feels the same.
I don't think she's going to connect to juries.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what I
afraid.
thought.
I don't think so. I think that's
I
like a
think-
misconception of people, but I respect it. Like, yeah,
I think juries, I think, are going to have this very mid to low table. So I don't think it will I don't think it will do enough, even if it was the top song in the televote. I don't think they're going to do well enough in the juries for it to win. That's
no, I
my.
think it won't.
Yeah.
see,
I
I
mean,
feel sorry.
Yeah, go on.
I feel the juries are going to punish Finland more than they would Sweden, but then I
Okay.
also feel like the televote is going to lift Finland more than Sweden. So for me, it's really a two-horse race between the two of them.
Yeah. So I think we could be seeing a split screen with Sweden and Finland at the end, possibly. Do you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Possibly.
maybe it's possible. But let's go back to the chat and see what you're saying. Evie, you're saying I don't see Austria as a winner anymore. But then again, I don't know who could be one, maybe Finland or Switzerland.
That's what I think will be the split
Agreed.
screen on Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was my favorite going in, but yeah, it's sort of slowly falling for
You
me.
mean Finland?
No,
Finland?
Austria.
Oh, Austria. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. We
I mean-
have Jack. Oh, sorry, I'm cutting you off.
No, it's the delay. I'm too far away.
You need to get to Europe.
I know. Next year. Well, see, next year is the 70th anniversary.
Yes, you have to be here.
I will be there celebrating my 40th as well. So
Oh, you don't look a day over 21.
I feel it.
But we have Darren Chioppi saying the micro states are all in: San Marino, Luxembourg, and Malta.
Oh, fun.
Amazing to see. We also have another like tiny country, Iceland, as well, that's qualified. So the small countries are in, I guess you could say. Sissal, you're saying Malta's not a micro state, but a small country. Okay, yes, but the small countries, I guess we could say, are in. Mr. Eurovision 1986, you're saying you thought that the UK was amazing tonight.
Yeah, me too.
Nil error,
Honestly.
you think Greece was incredible tonight. You didn't expect it to be that good. Mr. Whatever, what went wrong with Czechia? You kind of liked the performance.
Yes, me too.
Sarah, I'll come to you for this one. Where do you think it went wrong for Adonxs?
I think it's kind of in the comment. I kind of liked the performance. That's what everyone thought. So it just fell in the middle, and it was kind of good, and it was kind of fun to watch, but not fully. So I think that's why they out on the final.
Yeah, I mean, he did have a small vocal misstep, which I don't think would have been the reason why. For me, it's the dance break. It
Yeah.
just doesn't feel
Yeah.
like it belongs in the song. If
I
you
thought it
remove
was
that, great.
I thought like it belonged there because I don't like when they have like these kinds of emotional songs and they like just break it, for the sake of it. But I don't know, like it. Yeah, I vibed with it. So yeah.
Yeah, sadly, just for me, the dance break was a bit like it didn't quite like blend in with the song very well, and I just
Yeah,
think it just wasn't working for me personally.
it almost felt like Czechia said, "We paid a lot of money for this sample. We are going to use it."
Mhm. Yeah, I guess so. Lee Fern, you've just joined. You're sorry if we've spoken about Australia, but what a shock for me. What a shock for everyone. I have a feeling he could have been the 11th place in the semi-final, just like Australia was last year. I've got so many comments, guys. I'm going to try and get through as many as I can. But guys, keep your comments, even though there's lots of them, keep them coming anyway. A wild German lady appears. I'm sorry, I just love this username. The UK might actually get jury votes, but not much televotes. Cyan Jedi 9977 Denmark song was really good.
Yeah. It's my shower song, by the way, guys.
Okay.
My favorite shower song. I like
Hallucinating in the shower.
I scream it in my shower.
Okay, fair enough. Adrian Toda is asking, who do we think was the best vocal performance today? Yours is Latvia. Who is ours? There was a lot of strong vocal today. Greece was great.
Hands down.
Greece
And
had
Latvia.
the best vocals, and then Erika as well, because like I don't think that people notice, but it's a incredibly hard song to sing actually.
Yeah.
That's why I think the juries will like go for it and not punish it. I don't think that this is happening at all.
Yeah, Sarah, who would you say was the best vocalist tonight?
I would say Greece.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful.
Yeah. Such a beautiful vocal and such a beautiful staging as well.
Yeah.
Like I love like the fiery colours that come in and everything. Like it worked really well and it paid
made
off.
me think about Jamala's staging.
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't see that, but now you mention it, I think I could get that. I'm sorry I can't pronounce your username, but you are asking, do you think that France is going to win because the televoters have no particular favourite?
No. For me, France is out of the winner discussions, and that's very clear to me.
I mean, I think...
Sorry to be harsh, by the way, guys. I love Luan. I like the song, but I don't know. I don't feel enough when I listen to the song.
I mean, I think France is definitely more of a jury song than a televote song.
Absolutely.
Do you think maybe we could see them winning the jury vote?
It's potential. I mean, she actually probably it's between her and Greece tonight had the best vocals. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course. But let's go back to the chat, guys. We have been live for nearly an hour, so we might get ready to wrap it up soon because it's late for us in the Central European time zone.
Yes.
And I see some of you joining from an Eastern European time zone. But Justin, what time is it for you in Australia now?
It is 8:27 in the morning.
Oh God.
How delicious.
It's almost the hour I have home yesterday, minus 2 hours, so...
I'm also super excited that Yana is in Australia right now, so she's experiencing what I experience every year. That is so amazing.
Yes, Yana from Team Eurobox is currently in Australia, and I do believe you and Yana and Shanasi are going to be watching the final together.
Me and Yana are. Shanasi can't make it, unfortunately.
Awesome.
We will be doing some FaceTiming during.
Awesome.
I did want to bring up one thing though. Did you guys notice a big improvement in the sound quality and sound mixing from semi-final one?
I noticed it slightly, but I think it was maybe like a problem by the mixing by each broadcaster, because the YouTube stream for me was like the same everywhere, and I found out that the song is very high quality. Also, something that lots of people don't know, but there is lots of like sound companies that are based in Switzerland, so that do all the stuff for like concert things, like not only, but some are here, so it should not be like there is the expertise there to make it exactly as it is like in Sweden or whatever.
Mhm. Interesting. I'm just trying to go through some comments. We are probably going to wrap it up very soon. But maybe let's just ask one more question before we end this live. Who do you think has won semi-final 2?
Finland.
Finland.
Luxembourg.
Not your winner. Who won?
I would
No,
love
no,
to see.
no. It will be my winner, and it should be everyone else's as well.
Oh, that's great.
I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if Luxembourg did win the semi, because what a performance we had from them. Yeah.
But I mean, there were a number of people who could have won tonight. I mean, Greece
Yeah.
was a very good quality as well.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sort of split on Luxembourg and Greece.
Okay.
Guys, you really think that the televote is like juries or what?
Yeah, and since it's only televote, I think Finland has this semi.
Yeah. I think that's the most obvious televote song from this semi-final. So yeah, but guys, we have our final lineup for Eurovision 2025. Probably, I think within the next few hours, we can expect the running order for the final. We already know Switzerland. Are they 22nd?
No, 19.
19. Oh,
Switzerland
close.
already chose during
Yep.
the first draw like
Yep.
2 months ago.
And we already have a lot of producers' choices from semi-final 1, actually.
Too much.
Which I was quite surprised about. So
Yeah, I won't be bothered like if they like abandon this producer choice. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
But
if
I'm
they're
sure
gonna do a
they
producer's
won't because
choice.
it's too practical for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like producer's choice only really works if it's only like a handful. Whereas, yeah, I feel like it was way too much. Why have the draw?
Yeah, like 70-80% of the acts received one.
Yeah,
What the hell?
yeah, I think they should scrap it.
Yeah, I mean, let's see what happens with Eurovision this year. But last year, I thought the producer's choice worked well. I don't think there was too much of a bias towards any songs or a really disadvantage to any songs. So, Rai Bailey, you're saying UK first half. Is that what you think, or is that what is confirmed? Let us know. Hopefully, it's what you think and not confirmed, because anyway. Salin is UK first half. I don't know. But guys, Raiko, you're saying confirmed?
Yeah, we still we are not aware yet of the running
Okay.
order because we still have to like watch our phones and stuff like this, guys. So
But guys, thank you so much for joining our live stream tonight. We love you all. Thank you so much for joining us on this Eurovision 2025 journey that sadly is nearly over. And I don't know
Sissal
who's
again?
here. It's Sissal. Oh, it's Claudia from Greece.
oh
I
God,
think-
I'm gonna run if it's
Right. Before we finish this live stream, let's see if we can get Claudia from Greece. I've been saying now for about 10 minutes we're going to end this stream, but I promise you I will let you go to bed soon. There are a lot of Greek fans here. I am very short and I cannot see other people, so this could be quite interesting. But maybe if I hold it up, no, all you can see is fans. If I try to move, I could try to stand on a chair.
Tunnel under the legs.
Okay, no, I'm standing on a chair. There's no one here. I think we are expecting someone to come, but no one has come. Okay, I will get down from the chair.
She's on the way. She's on the way.
Okay, we've heard Klapdia is on the way.
Yes.
So guys, if you are happy to stick around, we will try to get some of Klapdia on the live. If you need to go to bed, that's understandable. I know it's late. Well,
going to bed.
for most of us, or early for Justin.
I'm going to work soon.
Oh my goodness, yes. Yeah,
Actually, I do have a question. I do
Yeah.
have a question while we're waiting. Do you feel like there's any song from this year that could do as well as Ukraine did from position 2 last year?
I mean, Sweden and Finland would do well wherever they perform. Possibly Austria maybe could still do well from position number 2. But I think it would have to be like the obvious like big hitters that are potentials to win, I think. I think most other countries would struggle from position number 2.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to bed. I'm sorry. I have work.
That's
early.
okay. Thank you for joining.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Enjoy your evening.
So guys, we are awaiting Klapdia. We have been told she will be arriving. I have my chair ready to stand on.
Because yes, he's small.
Yes, sadly. Hannelou, you think UK will be 23 max? I hear cheering.
It's Erika.
We have Erika Vikman, guys. No. Everyone?
Yes!
Wait. I am trying, guys. Nearly fell off a chair. Right. Okay. This is probably like the most rubbish sighting of Erika Vikman ever because I cannot, even standing on a chair, I'm not taller than the people with their hands in the air. I was not blessed with height. But anyway, we try. MZ, you're saying Jess, put the full screen. Yes, if I could figure out. Oh, it's me.
Well, there she goes.
Ooh, it's me.
I wasn't expecting me to be like that. Right. Okay. I think Erika Vikman is still here. We're on Erika Vikman hunt, guys. Yep. Right, I'm going full screen.
Oh, yes, you can see her behind.
We see her.
Yes. We don't need your finger, Jess.
I'm crying.
Okay, guys. Let me bring you back. That was maybe a bit rubbish because she appears to be doing some kind of like interviews. People are asking lots of questions, I presume, about her qualification. But I cannot really see much, sadly. Adrian Toad, you're saying she's staying up and finish. Yes, that would make sense. Rich, you're saying Erika Vikman has turned me straight. Okay. Fair enough. I think the girl from Germany, Tina, is it her name? I think she's probably turned Andy straight because he keeps going on about how beautiful she is. But let's go back to more comments. If you guys are happy to stay live, let's stay live. Voodoo Bacon. What did Bacon do to you to deserve voodoo?
I'm so happy I can die in peace now, guys. I've met Erika.
Wow. You're saying congrats to Erika. So, Raiko, you're saying UK is producer's choice, but Finland and Austria first half. Ooh. 2 big favourites in the first half. Do you think Finland could open the show? Or is it a bit too, like, vulgar?
I
could see it, but I also feel like it's going to be sort of the end of the.
Sorry, I didn't catch that, Justin.
Oh, sorry. I feel like Finland could open.
Yeah.
Would they get them to open given that she closed? Maybe not. So I feel like she's going to be more towards the end of the first half.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might put her sort of at the cusp of a commercial break type aspect.
Yeah, I think it would make sense to be like around 12, 13, something like this. But then also we have Spain in the first half as well, which is like a girl bop. So, you know, I guess they'd want to keep them quite separate from one another. But so far it's turning out to be quite an interesting first half. Let's go back to more of the chat. Thank you so much for this comment, S. Sulian. Very kind of you. Dylan, you think UK will be top 15, no doubt. MZ, you're saying not an opener. I assume by the emojis you mean Finland. Raiko, Germany and France are second half. Okay. So we have 2 French ballads in the second half.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's okay. That's not that. We have 3.
Who's the third?
We have the Netherlands, we have France, and
I
we have
wouldn't say the
Switzerland.
Netherlands is a ballad though.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. But yes, we have French language songs all in the second half. Sorry, my arm is getting tired from holding this laptop. We're still waiting, I think, for Claudia. Erika Vikman is still here talking in Finnish, I assume.
Yes, she's talking to the Finnish media right now.
But let's go back to some of the comments. Rich, you hope Andy hasn't turned straight because you have a massive crush on him.
No risk.
I will let him know that. I'll pass the message on. Grimash thinks that Poland could win from second place. Okay. Well, I mean, she qualified from second, so...
Yeah, if someone can win from second place this year, it's of course just, you know.
Emmerich Enoriano, you're saying may the best win. S. Sulin, you're saying you need Malta to open. If they do draw first half, I couldn't see the EBU or the producers having this to open. I mean, the first thing people seeing is the graphics in the background. I don't think they would be the most family friendly, sadly. Hannah-Lou, you think Finland won't get jury votes? I think Finland could do well with the juries. I could see a similar situation to Karia, maybe, where Erika's top 5 with the juries and then wins the televote. What do you guys think?
I don't think she's going to do as well with the juries, but again, that's my personal opinion. It's just I don't know, Justin. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like, yeah, she's not going to do terribly well with the jury, but she will do, you know, she will get a respectable score from them, I think.
Oh, yeah, definitely. They're not going to pay her dust.
Much like Karia, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But let's see what else you're saying. So, Raiko, you're saying Luxembourg's from the first half. Okay, so it's shaping up to be a very girl bop first half. Rich, you think Ireland and Australia were robbed tonight? Raiko, Armenia and Denmark are second half. Okay, happy for Denmark to be second half.
Yeah.
Grimash, from today, your favourite was Australia. Elliot is asking, do we think Czechia will withdraw from Eurovision next year? I don't think so.
No.
Sorry, Andy was calling me. I think Claudia might be coming very soon. I have my chair ready.
Erika was coming.
Yes, good one. Erika did come, and she will come again on Saturday. So Erika Vikman is now leaving, and I don't know if anyone else is going to come besides Erika. But there are like so many memes you can do with this title. It's amazing, honestly. We have Vladimir.
Oh, I'm crying.
We have Vladimir Pinzovsky, evening from Skopje. Welcome. We hope to see Macedonia back in the contest very soon. We miss them. Yes, S. Sulina saying North Macedonia needs to come back. Moldova has left us also. MZ, somebody needs to stop me. What do I need to be stopped from? Let me know, I'm curious.
This is what happens when Jess gets
Okay.
off the fence.
Indeed.
Can you see her? Where is she?
Yes.
You can
Well,
kind of see her. I'm going as high as I can, guys. If this falls on my head, I'm a goner.
You can give it to me, I will try.
Right. Ibrahim,
I was just-
try.
So
Yeah, I
guys,
was just.
trying
I'm not.
to-
She is.
There she is. Yes.
Πες μας τώρα, έχουν μείνει 6 φορές στο τέλος και περιμένουμε να ακούσουμε την Ελλάδα. Τι σκέφτεσαι με το μυαλό σου, αυτά τα ελάχιστα δευτερόλεπτα.
So,
Thank you. So yeah, Claudia is. I can't get her, guys, but she's doing.
She's
She's
there.
doing some interviews in Greek, of course. So I don't know if there's any of you in the chat that can understand Greek. I sadly cannot.
It's all Greek to me.
There we go. Okay, I don't understand, but I can see her. And she appears to be very happy with her qualification, which is understandable. But let's go back to the chat. Voodoo Bacon is saying, focus, Justin, focus. I don't know what you need to
I'm
focus
so-
on, but
I'm so
focus
tired.
anyway. Yep, I need to be stopped. Justin needs to focus. What does Fred need to do? Do you know what Fred needs to do? Fred needs to get topless.
I'm not getting topless. We didn't even have a reason for me to get topless this year.
I know, I don't know how the conversation started. But guys, if you're new to us, last year in Malmo, Fred was with us. We are going to move away from Greece because they are doing interviews, and I was told to be quiet and leave by a woman. So that's what I will do. Do you have that thingy again? The thing. So I think was it completed what you showed me? The
Which
running
one?
order.
yeah.
Okay, so guys, I think we have like the official halves for the final. Do you want to read out, Ibrahim?
Yeah, I can read out. So first half we've got Austria, Finland, Iceland, Spain and Ukraine. On the second half we've got Albania, Armenia, Denmark, France, Germany, Portugal and Switzerland. That is the only one with a fixed running order, place 19. Then we have a lot in producer's choice. So producers decide. You've got Estonia, Greece, Israel, Italy, Latvia, Lithuania, Malta, Netherlands, Norway, Poland, San Marino, Sweden, and the United Kingdom.
Oh, okay. So looking at the first half, I don't remember, even though you literally just said it. So the first half, we have Iceland, Finland, Austria. We have a lot of like bops in the first half. So I don't think Iceland will open because they open the semi-final. Finland, I think, is too kind of risky maybe to open. I wonder whether Spain could maybe open
I'm
the
sure
final.
I think Spain will open.
Do you think Spain would make a good opener?
Yeah, it's a great opener.
But it could do.
Yeah.
I think that it's a good idea. Like, I don't know what SRG is like thinking in their head, but like Switzerland, we have a huge like Portuguese or Spanish diaspora living in the country. So that will be like a small like a wink, you know, like we see you kind of stuff. So I see that they're not going to put Finland first. Also, like in the producer's choice, some are going like to slide into that first half anyway, because they cannot put everyone in the second. So yeah.
Yeah. Now, I did see a very interesting comment that I most definitely need to bring up. S. Sulian, Fred needs to kiss me. He's cute. I agree. Fred is very cute.
But he's also not shirtless.
I know, sadly.
And yes, we're not getting back to this conversation again. But someone brought up in the chat while we were live in Malmo that if Austria last year had won their semi-final, which we know she didn't.
Yeah.
Colleen, bless her. It was my favorite song last year, but
Mine too.
someone said that if they won the semi-final, I would go topless. They volunteered me for this, but I did agree. I said if she won the semi-final, I'll go topless, but I know she didn't. So
maybe we should make a new one for this year. If the UK wins, you go topless. Deal?
Yes,
If
it's
the
never going to
UK
happen.
wins,
Because
Yes,
we all know
exactly.
that's
It's
going to happen.
never
Like
going to happen. So
that's
yes,
not
I'll take
gonna
that
happen.
bet. I will take that
Say
bet
something
gladly,
like UK
because
is
it's
gonna be
never gonna
top
happen.
10. Like this is at least possible.
If the UK wins, I will go topless.
Well, wait,
Deal?
so hold on, Justin. Are you confirming you're happy to go topless?
I will like keep you to
If
your
the
word.
UK win,
So if you're happy to go topless, could we say like if Finland win or if Sweden win, you'll go topless? Are you that
if Sweden
confident?
or Finland win, I will think of something else.
Okay, you heard it here first, guys. What should Justin do if Finland or Sweden win? Let us know in the comments. But let's go back to the comments. Emerick Enariano, you think Sweden will be the new baby lasagna, second in the final?
That's my theory.
Potentially. Rich, you think Finland will do better with the juries than Sweden?
Yes, it will.
Okay. Hannah Lou, you think Finland and Sweden are not jury songs at all? I think they are to some extent, but to a lesser extent than other countries like maybe Austria or France, for
Or
example.
Switzerland.
Elliot, you hope they let Justina close the show. That would be a
Oh.
cool show closer, right?
Mm-hmm. Did she do a second?
It would be a moment.
But guys, I think we are going to get ready to wrap up soon.
Yeah.
Rich is saying that Justin, I'd pay for your OnlyFans, right? Okay.
My only hands, yes.
Maybe that could be your thing. If Finland or Sweden win, you have to set up an OnlyFans.
Deal.
You heard it here first, guys. It's a deal. Virtually
I never said I had to post.
Yes, and we are
Never said I
going
had
to
to post on
it.
Indeed.
Yes. One last comment before we go. S. Sullivan, you're rooting for your Vatican City entry. But Pesse featuring Samantha Mumba.
Oh, but Vatican City qualified, of course.
Of course. But guys, thank you so much for joining this live stream. Thank you for joining all our live streams so far. And join us again tomorrow and Saturday for more live streams, more videos and TikToks coming out. And good luck to everyone in the final. We hope you all get a good rest. Justin, please get some sleep. Yes, you need to get
He's going
some
to work, he said.
Going to work.
Yeah.
But guys, thank you so much for joining. We are going to leave because the presenter is closing soon. But bye, everyone.
Bye.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.